Hello, you are so welcome back to the bindery for a flip through of what's going up in my Etsy shop today. And by the time this video is live, they'll be listed and ready for you to have a look at. So we've got something in the journaling supplies playlist today. And we've got 4 of my pocket paper drawers and 1 of a new style thing I'm trying, which is a sort of image source book. Same sort of idea, to give you a bank of images that it's easy to take out and about with you, but a different format. So let's have a look at the paper drawers first. They've all got the same kind of cover, which has a collaged front cover with an embossed and painted image. They've got a map or something else on the inside. That can be used as a journal cover when the paper draw's finished. So we've got green leaf, pink figure, yellow window and blue face. So they're identified by the colours on the Etsy listing. And they've all got exactly the same range of papers in, so I'm just going to show you one rather than hack through them all. So the covers are A6, so you get a sense that quite a lot of papers are bigger than A6 and a few are smaller. There's 80, I was going to say slices, there's 80 sheets in each one of varying sizes. So we'll have a look at what's in this one. There's a lot of magazine and coffee table book images, children's book paper, scrapbook paper, vintage books, vintage graph, vintage knitting pattern, vintage map. I always miss one. There's usually one that I don't quite get with the holes, so there'll be one floating around. Stave paper, there's few bits of printed vellum, some eco-dyed paper that's been stamped with images. More vellum, more children's books and vintage wallpaper, vellum, floral images, bit of old planner, some Japanese paper, more vintage wallpaper, wrapping paper, chocolate wrapper, more wrapping paper. This with the dried leaves the paper's been stuck onto sticker backing, so effectively you can cut out and make a sticker out of that. More wrapping paper and scrapbook. There's a few hand-painted papers in each one. More scrapbook. That's a bit of greaseproof paper decorated with brusho. Some painty and hand-dyed papers. More wallpaper. Some dictionary paper. That's been, I think the cat's coming to join us. That's been treated with texture paste, so the pattern slightly raised, as has that. Yep, here she is. Hello, Hetty. Sorry, she's juggling the camera. She'll move over. Go on, darling. Come on. You can have more breakfast when I'm finished with this. So a bit of sewing pattern instructions. There's a couple of bits of Edith in each one. Some Dr. Seuss, some quotations, some Russian text, some hymn book, flowers, quite a few from art books, and a vintage cookbook, vintage bird book, vintage sewing book, and some painted paper. Right, I think Hetty's decided you've seen enough of those. So there are 4 of those, as I said. And this last one is a hardback, traditional case binding with a flat spine. Good solid thing. And it's designed to be a portable source book of images. So instead of regular pages, it's been bound with hundreds and hundreds of magazine images, so that you've got all sorts of things, black and white, colour, text, mostly pictures. Lots of stuff to give you pops of colour for your collage, to give you some ideas. And it's just a really pleasing thing. Even Hetty likes it, as you can see. To have so many images at your fingertips. So that's the source book, which will also be available in the Etsy shop today. Okay, I better go and feed the cat. See you next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.